call me crazy. They call me a ghost. They say I went wild with grief. All of this may be true, but if it happened to you, wouldn't you go crazy? Wouldn't you go insane? I was a beautiful girl, far more beautiful than any other girl in my village. All the girls envied me because of my beauty. All the young men in my village would do anything to get my attention. But I gave them no attention of my own. You see, why should I settle for one of them when I could have any man in the whole world? And I told them that too. Why should I settle for one of you? When I marry, I shall marry the most handsome man in the whole world. And then one day, he came riding into town, a handsome young ranchero, the son of a wealthy rancher from the southern plains. He was so handsome, I fell instantly in love. He could play the guitar and sing like a voice from heaven. He was the man for me. So for the next few weeks, I was coy. I refused his gifts. I paid no attention to him. I made myself even more beautiful to lure him into my web. And eventually, my plan worked. We courted and were married, and we had 2 beautiful children. But after a few years, he became a different man. He was unkind to me. His caring and beautiful wife, how could he treat me this manner? I was furious with him. He would leave for weeks and months at a time, only returning home to visit his children. Those spoiled children. I began to despise them the way that I despise him. And then one evening, I was walking along the river with his 2 children, when suddenly he rode up in a fancy carriage with another woman. I was furious, so furious. I grabbed his children and I threw them into the river. I would make him sorry for what he did to me. If he did not want me, he could not have his children either. But then I realized what I had done. How could I let the anger I felt for my husband be taken out on my precious babies? I ran. I jumped into the river. I searched and searched for them. I searched and cried for them. My babies, where are you? But they were gone. I searched and searched the river all night. I could still hear them screaming, "Mama, save us!" I searched and searched until my heart could hurt no more, until my heart finally burst and I fell dead on the riverbank. The next day, the people of my village found me and buried me there in a shallow grave, right next to the river which had become coffin to my children. But that night, I rose from my shallow grave and I searched for my children once more. That night and every night since, I rise from my shallow grave and I search and search for my bambinos. Sometimes I come across children who have disobeyed their parents, who have wandered at night too close to the river, and I snatch them up and I make them my own. So be careful if you have children. Hold them close to you. Don't let them out of your sight. Never let them go to the river at night. For you see, I will find them, and I will make them my own. For I am the crazy one. I am the ghost, the weeping woman. I am La Llorona.